The Philippines is buzzing with excitement. A major energy breakthrough has just been announced. Deep in the West Philippine Sea, the Camigo 3 gas well has started pumping out an incredible 60 million cubic feet of natural gas per day. This is a game changer for the nation's power and economy. For years, the country worried about running out of local energy sources. Now, this discovery brings hope. Experts say this new gas supply could light up millions of homes and keep industries running. The news has spread fast, with leaders calling it a turning point for Filipino energy independence. Citizens are eager for what comes next. The government promises this will mean more stable, affordable electricity. There's a sense of pride, too, that the country can tap into its own natural resources. People across the islands are watching closely. This is more than just a technical achievement. It's a symbol of what the Philippines can do with the right investment and vision. Camigo 3 sits far from the crowded cities. It lies about 80 kilometers off the coast of Palawan, right in the resource-rich waters of the West Philippine Sea. This spot was chosen after years of careful searching and study. Geologists believed there were big gas reserves below the seabed, and they were right. The well's output is impressive, 60 million cubic feet every single day. That is enough to power several large cities. To understand how huge this is, compare it to Malampaya East 1, which set the previous record at around 40 million cubic feet daily. Camigo 3 is now the country's top producing well. This modern gas platform uses advanced drilling technology. It took months to build, and even more time to test for safety and stability. Now, it stands as a shining example of Filipino engineering and teamwork. The discovery has energized the entire scientific and business community. Experts say there could be even more gas waiting to be discovered nearby. The Camigo 3 project did not come cheap. Over $300 million has been poured into exploration, drilling, and equipment. This funding came from a mix of government and private investors. The Philippine National Oil Company, or PNOC, played a central role, coordinating efforts and managing risks. International partners also joined in. Companies from Japan and Australia provided technical expertise and some of the high-tech machinery needed for deep-sea drilling. This mix of local leadership and global know-how made the project stronger and safer. Local workers have been at the heart of the operation. Thousands of jobs were created, both at sea and on land. Many Filipinos received special training, lifting their skills, and wages. The project also brought new business to nearby ports, hotels, and service companies. The teamwork and investment show what's possible when the country bets big on its energy future. Investors say they are ready to support even more projects if the results continue. The Camigo 3 well is not the Philippines' first big gas find. 2 decades ago, the Malampaya field put the country on the energy map, but Malampaya's reserves have been shrinking, raising fears about future shortages. Camigo 3 brings relief and new hope. By adding Camigo 3 ay mazon sorda, outridodorda to the grid, the life of the entire Malampaya field is extended. This means more years of steady, homegrown electricity. Experts say that instead of winding down, the country's gas industry is now poised for growth. The new discovery is also a big boost to national energy security. Before, the Philippines depended heavily on imported oil and gas. With Camigo 3, the country can produce more of its own power, making it less vulnerable to global price spikes or supply disruptions. The lesson is clear: investing in local resources pays off. Camigo 3 proves that with the right exploration, the Philippines can find the energy it needs at home. Electricity in the Philippines has always been expensive. Much of the power comes from imported oil and coal, which are, costly and sometimes unreliable. Local gas like that from Camigo 3 is much cheaper to produce and transport. Government studies show that every cubic foot of local gas costs about half as much as imported fuel. This saving can be passed on to consumers. Families and businesses can expect lower electricity bills as new gas wells come online. Cheaper power means more money for other needs. There's another advantage too: price stability. Imported fuel prices often swing wildly, depending on world events. Local gas prices, on the other hand, stay steadier, helping people budget better and protecting them from sudden spikes. With these savings, the country can invest in schools, hospitals, and roads. Reliable, affordable power is really the foundation for a stronger economy. The Camigo 3 discovery is just the beginning. The government has announced plans to drill more wells in the West Philippine Sea. Surveys show there are several promising sites nearby, waiting to be tapped. Each new well could add more gas to the national supply. Big investments are also going into pipelines and storage tanks. New pipelines will connect offshore wells directly to power plants on Luzon and Visayas. This network will deliver gas quickly and safely, cutting delays and reducing losses. Officials say that improving infrastructure is key to making the most of these resources. Plans include building new gas-fired power stations and modernizing old ones. These upgrades will help the country use every bit of its natural gas. The energy boom is expected to create thousands more jobs. It will also make the Philippine grid cleaner and more reliable, setting the stage for more industries to grow. The Philippines is a nation rich in potential energy. Besides Camigo 3 and Malampaya, experts believe there are vast untapped reserves in other parts of the West Philippine Sea, as well as in eastern Mindanao, the Sulu Sea, and even the South China Sea. Recent studies by the Department of Energy have mapped dozens of possible fields. Some may contain oil, others gas, and a few could be even bigger than Camigo 3. Surveys and test drills are happening now, with more planned for the coming years. The country also has geothermal, hydro, and solar resources, but natural gas remains the most promising for steady, large-scale power. By developing these resources, the Philippines aims to become less dependent on imports and more self-sufficient. If all goes well, the nation could meet most of its energy needs from local sources within a decade. For ordinary Filipinos, the gas boom means real changes. Lower electricity bills make life more affordable. Households can spend less on power and more on food, education, and health. Businesses can expand, hire more workers, and offer better pay. Stable power supply also means fewer brownouts and blackouts. This is a big relief for students, workers, and hospitals. Reliable electricity supports better learning, safer homes, and smoother business operations. The new gas projects are also creating jobs. From engineers to cooks, from welders to drivers, thousands of Filipinos are finding work. Training programs are helping workers learn new skills for the growing energy sector. Most importantly, the gas boom brings hope that the country can solve its energy problems on its own, building a brighter future for the next generation. The Philippines is not alone in seeking energy independence. Nearby countries like Indonesia and Malaysia have long been leaders in natural gas production. Indonesia produces about 7 billion cubic feet of gas per day, while Malaysia produces around 6 billion. While the Philippines' 60 million cubic feet from Camigo 3 is smaller, it is a big step up from past years. With more wells in the pipeline, experts believe the country could soon catch up. The Philippines is also focusing on using its gas for domestic needs first, instead of exporting it. Learning from its neighbors, the country is investing in better technology and training. These steps should help the Philippines make the most of its resources. Over time, the nation aims to be a true energy leader in Southeast Asia. By growing its own industry, the Philippines strengthens its economy and reduces the risk of energy shortages. The discovery of Camigo 3 is more than just a headline. It's a turning point for the Philippines. With 60 million cubic feet of gas flowing every day, the country has a new source of power and pride. Investments are paying off, and experts see a long road of growth ahead. Cheaper, steadier electricity will help families, schools, and businesses across the islands. The gas boom means fewer imports and more jobs at home. As the Philippines develops more wells and pipelines, it can become truly energy independent. There is still work to do, more fields to explore, infrastructure to build, and skills to develop. But the future looks bright. With vision, teamwork, and determination, the Philippines can turn its natural resources into lasting progress. This moment is a reminder of what Filipinos can achieve together. The new energy era is just beginning, and it belongs to the nation and its people.